So I guess you guys can hear me. Good morning everyone. Welcome to Console Log. Again another session on this blockchain and NFT. So before we proceed, whoever not yet subscribed and bell that notification icon, please hit that because this is just a starting for this blockchain and NFT. So from last month also we did this kind of event. So this month, this date today, again we are going to continue with this bit deep dive. We will going to take this session, maybe it will going to take like almost 1 hour. So, and yes, please, today I need a huge engagement in these videos. Until unless you as a viewers or subscribers are not engaging with me, so there will be no motivation for me. So keep engaging. And after each and everything, okay, we already launched our consolelog.org.in, our website. Go and check and visit. You can see in our description all the links are there. Okay, so whoever is new and thinking like they don't know about the coding and like they are not tech friendly, correct? So don't worry about that. Go and visit our website. So for that, every front end back end courses are there. Not only that, along with that, product management courses is also there. So whoever is thinking blockchain is not like a their sort of things, so don't worry, we will going to help on to that. Okay, so let me share my screen and let me start. Sorry. I guess you guys can see my screen properly. Correct. So I just need yes from your side so that I can continue. Okay, so you guys can hear me properly, there is no issue. So so thing is that what is blockchain, correct? So let start first with what is blockchain, then we will jump onto NFT. So this term blockchain, correct? Okay, let me just pick it up. Yeah. So what is basically blockchain? So blockchain, before blockchain, let us jump into something else. Okay. So 1994, what happened? First wave 1.0 came in the industry. Okay. So till then, from 1994 to 2004, then came wave 2.0. From 2004 to till date we can say it's going on this wave 2.0 only. Okay, and very near future, okay, blockchain is going to come rapidly. Now what is the difference between then wave 1.0, wave 2.0 and this, we can say wave 3.0. 1994, when this wave 1.0 actually came, so we can say we launched, or whoever that point of time in the industry, they launched static website, means read only, means they are actually publishing something, that published thing we are reading, only reading. We can't do anything apart from reading. correct? So that's means that is not interactive, that is not dynamic. So what happened in 2004? This static component become dynamic one, means read and write both. Okay, so static, how static actually work? How static work? Just think, like if this is you as a client, if this is the client, okay, so there is a server. Client is requesting any information, server is giving that response of that request. Okay, so this is only static, correct? But client can't update anything apart from read. But in dynamic, what is happening? Read and write both are possible. So example, we all know, correct? FB, Google, YouTube, like right now only where you guys are actually watching me, this YouTube. So we are creating that content. So everything is dynamic. But what's the main problem? Why, means which problem? Because obviously blockchain is a solution of something, correct? So what is the main problem which resolving this blockchain? So the problem with what Web 1.0 and 2.0 is basically they all are using a centralized server. Okay, so you can treat this one as a centralized server and this is the user, correct? Everyone is trying to get that data from the centralized server, and who is owning this centralized server? Whoever is launching that platform, correct? Like FB, YouTube and these guys. Now you just think what is happening. FB, Google, YouTube, all are free, correct? These all are free. So how their revenue is coming? Their revenue is coming through ads. Now why their ads is so famous? Because multiple users are using, correct? So this is called freemium model they are actually launched. Now suppose this is you, okay, just think this is you, this one is you are using this platform, correct? Any of this platform. Somehow I'm not going to deep dive on that particular topic how, but yes, somehow they actually going to collect your personal information, okay, and they each and every your personal information, your activity, what you are doing with their website, okay, or any other website, they are actually storing in their centralized server. So they are creating a personal profile management system for individual user of their platform, right? So what is the benefit of that? The benefit is they know about you, your interest, and they are giving you that modified in ads towards you so that you can easily convince and you can easily purchase, correct? But now obviously that's an issue because that's a middleman, correct? Because your interest they are basically going to hold. Now blockchain, what is happening? This is the major problem blockchain actually resolving. How? Blockchain is decentralized, okay? Second, blockchain is, okay, first let's see what is decentralized, then we will move to another component. So let me first draw this one. So just think this is the server, okay? Previously what happening? Everyone like this way. Okay, let me remove this, then it will be easy for you to understand. So if these all are the users, okay, in the outer circle, so everyone is trying to access the centralized server, correct? What we saw over here, correct? Here we saw. Now here what is happening, apart from this centralized structure, they all can access them as well, correct? So that's why it's called peer to peer network. Cool. Now over here what is happening, no one is having or managing specifically your data. Every node, means this called node, okay, or peer, everyone having the same replica or having the data set, like your database, same database, everyone. So what is happening, every peer or node is having the same replicated data set in that network, okay. Now if someone is changing in one, single node, then obviously the other nodes are going to reject that changes, because maybe that's not true. But whoever know like basic database management, correct, basic database management, we all know, we can easily access in this like web 2.0, we know like we can easily access our database, and if you know like SQL query, correct, or NoSQL query, whatever. So this thing, if you don't know, check our MERN course, okay, over there. This M stand for MongoDB, okay, so that we are actually already showcased. You can check our playlist as well, those are free, okay. So they can easily update that database and your data over here, okay, but here that is not possible. That's why it's decentralized, okay. No one is keeping, like there is no a single middleman, everyone is the owner of something, okay. Second very good thing is there, okay, let me move little bit. Okay. Second property is immutable, okay. What is immutable? Means you can't change. Once any transaction happened, you can't change that transaction, you can't edit or update, you have to make a refund transaction, okay. So that's the beauty of this blockchain. So you can treat this as a source of truth, means you can't change this. Clear? I guess up to this is clear. Now why is called block and chain? Like if I am treating this is a part, this is another part, correct? So you can easily guess what is happening over here. So there is a blocks, okay, and every blocks is connected through a chain. Every block is having some sort of information, okay. So first block, that is called Genesis block, okay. So this block, whenever any blockchain network launched the first block, they will going to create for you. Now after that, whatever the block will be, correct, and it will be like infinite. So those block is going to add by individual transaction. Cool. Now what is the example of this blockchain network? The network example is Ethereum, correct? Bitcoin, correct? So like this way, lots of blockchain they already launched, like Solana, correct? Avalanche. So all these networks are basically a blockchain network, and all are basically public blockchain. Okay, now what is blockchain? That is totally separate topic, so we are not covering right now. So just we are focusing on public blockchain network. So this is called a Genesis block, fast block, correct? Whoever the owner like Ethereum is launched their network, so fast block they created as a Genesis network. Now you made a transaction, means suppose this is A, this is B, correct? So A person is sending suppose 10 rupees, okay, or $10 to B person, correct? So right now what is happening? So here in between of you two there is a bank, right? Who is the middleman who is managing all these transactions, so that if any discrepancy happens with that transaction, you can request bank to handle that, right? Or somewhere you are directly dealing, correct? Like when you are going for any groceries or something, maybe physically, not through online. So then that point of time, what is happening? You are directly giving them the cash price, correct? And in that return, they are actually giving to you that particular item. So again, that is peer-to-peer, because A is a peer, B is a peer, they are directly dealing. If any discrepancy happens, no one is there to manage that, you have to deal directly, correct? But they are not giving you any invoice or something, correct? But over here, if this is the transaction like this one, correct, A to B, if this is happening through Ethereum network, so these transaction related details will going to store over here. How? Here basically one hash is going to create, okay, and that's the unique hash for a particular transaction. Okay, so you can ask, anyone can change that hash, correct? No, they can't, because this is SHA-256 secured, proved, cryptographic hash. So, and this, whoever knows SHA-256, this is totally one way, or you can say unidirectional cryptographic algorithm, correct? So you can't create a same hash again and again. So like this way, what will happen? Here one hash will create, here another hash will create, here another hash will create. So each and every transaction, suppose A sent 10 rupees to B, B sent maybe 8 rupees to C, correct? So then this one will going to store over here. Got my point? Each and every transaction we are actually recording over here, and every transaction hash is linked, because in a single block, apart from that data, some nonsense data, previous hash, okay, forward hash, and this is the hash, like own hash. So every data is stored in a particular block. So whoever is from little bit of coding background or programming background, they already used linked list. So this is a very good example of linked list data structure. So I hope up to this clear for everyone, correct? So what we actually discussed, we discussed what is Web 1.0, we discussed what is Web 2.0, what are those issues we are facing right now, and how this privacy policy or concerns that we are resolving through this blockchain, how blockchain actually worked, correct? Why this is decentralized, why this is immutable, why this is famous. So this thing we actually just discussed. Now before we jump to NFT, okay, now how basically console log, like how console log or we basically are helping to get you 40 lakhs per annum income. Yes, that's true. If you are a blockchain developer, you can earn a 40 lakhs per annum. But how? So every application, like in Web 2.0 also, correct? For that read and write and centralized server, what we just discussed, what is happening? There is a front end and there is a back end and there is a database, correct? Now back end is basically managing the database, and through API or some medium, so I am writing API only right now because JavaScript based framework is right now too much famous, and yes, that obviously that reason is there because that is too much helpful. So front end is basically communicating through API to that back end. Okay, now for front end, what is front end? Like whenever you are opening any website, treat this YouTube only. Okay, so that look and feel, that user interface where you are actually interacting, so that is called front end. So that is built by HTML, CSS, JavaScript, through this. Okay, and this is the basic. Okay, now for JavaScript, yeah, lots of JavaScript frameworks are there. That is like React.js, Angular, correct, Next.js, Vue, so all sort of things are there. Now for API management, correct, you can go via PHP, you can go via .NET, you can go via Java, you can also use like Node, correct, Node.js. So we are not dealing with this specifically, okay, in our courses. Over here also we are not dealing with this. We are totally focused on what market and future is going on, correct. I'm not saying these tools or these JavaScript, they don't have feature, they hold straight like they have a separate market, but we are basically focusing and we are going to train you on HTML, CSS, JavaScript, React.js, and over here Node.js, correct. In terms of DB, we are using MongoDB, correct, or MySQL, correct. We are using Postgres. So these all sort of now these two especially, you can say this is like a SQL base, and this one is NoSQL base, correct. Now Node.js is a very famous library, correct, we all know. So before you start this Web 3.0, correct, or blockchain, you have to know this thing: HTML, CSS, JavaScript, React.js, Node.js, MongoDB at least. Now Node.js is very easy, MongoDB is very easy, JavaScript based React.js, if you know little bit, yes, this is very easy over there. So after completing this whole thing, okay, so this is, I'm talking about the roadmap. If you want be a blockchain developer, then how you have to complete this Web 2.0 roadmap first, then you can jump in Web 3.0, correct. So this is not something like you are learning Web 3.0, so like this is totally going to be obsolete. No, definitely not. This is not going to be obsolete. Whatever the thing you already learned, you already are working or learned about Web 2.0, so that is not going to be obsolete. On top of that, you have to learn Web 3.0. Now Web 3.0, what is there? Okay, let me discuss about that. So we discuss about Web 2.0. Now from there in the front end, correct? Now just think, suppose this is Ethereum, because this is a very famous public blockchain right now. So in this Ethereum, if you are creating, okay, a blockchain, now blockchain means, so you can treat there is a smart contract is there, okay. So I just told you guys, you remember, like when Mr. A or person A is giving person B a 10 rupees or $10, whatever you say. So if that is happening in your grocery, like public grocery in the open place, correct, and you are purchasing something, maybe not, if you are just if you are just purchasing a potato only, obviously they will not going to give you any invoice, correct? So that invoice is basically smart contract. Every invoice, that transaction, okay. So these smart contracts, okay, you are going to create in Ethereum blockchain network. Smart contract you can create using or learning Solidity, Rust, C or Python. Good. Now Solidity is used basically for Ethereum, Rust is used for something else, another blockchain network, C for another blockchain network, Python for another blockchain network. So every blockchain network, they have their own language. But if you are learning Solidity for Ethereum, that is enough. You no need to learn any other language, correct? And Solidity is almost JavaScript like language. That's why we also, like on console log, we are going to train you JavaScript and React.js. All things are JavaScript based, so that you can stick with the same thing only. Okay, so once this smart contract is ready, okay, you create it, then you have to deploy that smart contract to Ethereum main network, main blockchain network. This smart contract is going to be treated as your transaction, where all the logic is there, all the transactions they are going to hold, and this smart contract is going to create all the blocks in that network. Okay. So you can ask, can I use this DB to store this data? Yes, you can, but every transaction, if you are saying you are maintaining Web 3.0 or blockchain, yes, you can store some data in your MongoDB, but still you have to send the transactional details to this Ethereum blockchain network, because otherwise, again, if you are only using MongoDB, that is centralized, correct? Because that is Web 2.0, correct? Until and unless you are launching your own blockchain network in decentralized manner. Clear up to this? Cool. So once this smart contract is you already deployed after using the Solidity language, correct? Now how you can connect Web 2.0 and Web 3.0? That connection is going to happen via web3.js library. Okay, that's why, again, see why we are focusing on only JavaScript, because see, this is also a JavaScript. Okay, now you can say, can I deploy, like if I'm learning like now only Solidity, can I deploy a smart contract to Ethereum? Yes, you can. But again, you have to remember, Ethereum worked on proof of concept. Okay, what is proof of concept? Whenever any blocks you are deploying or any transaction you are making in Ethereum blockchain, correct, you have to pay some gas fees. Correct. Now you don't know about gas fees, that for sure. Now what is that? Because every, like obviously you guys know about miners, correct? Who is mining those blocks? Okay, remember Bitcoin miners are so famous few days ago also. So what is happening over here? Once any transaction happened, that transaction have to validate by some miners, and for those miners the rewards is basically some gas fees, what you are basically paying, correct? Or whoever is making the transaction, they are paying to the miners, so that in those miners machine, okay, correct? So we can call a peer machine. Those machines are peer machine because in your machine the blockchain transaction you are not storing, but they are storing. Their system is 24/7/365 live every time, correct? That's what Ethereum blockchain is so big, because those normal machine like peers machine, they are using for this database. So for that the reward is basically the gas fees, correct? Now once you deployed, now you are trying to access those smart contract, deployed smart contract from Ethereum through Web3.js, correct? And then your main front-end application, your Node.js logic, those you are actually connecting. Now you can say, can our browser going to support? Because that's another limitation. Maybe our browser is mainly based on Web 2.0. So for that issue, so there is one thing called Metamask Chrome extension. So you can easily install Metamask Chrome extension that will going to fulfill this gap, like browser relevant gap. On top of Chrome, if you are installing Metamask, it will going to help you to get this Ethereum network or any other network or any test network. Okay, now the second question is going to come, how I'm going to test? Because when I'm developing stage, okay, development stage, I have to test multiple times, correct, before deploying that thing to the Ethereum main network, because I have to pay then each and every time the gas fees. Okay, as you can also say, like as you said, like this is immutable, correct? So that's mean I can't update my smart contract, so it will be like we have to mention some version, like version 1, version 2, version 3. So different smart contract going to launch. So for that, what you need to do, you have to install Truffle suite, correct? This Truffle suite will going to help you to build this Solidity, to build the smart contract using this Solidity language. Okay, so this Truffle suite you can install. This Truffle suite is part of this Node.js only. So like again, maybe this is for new like Node.js, JavaScript, React.js. So come and join us. We are here to help you, to teach you on those. We are already doing this thing. So we have our MERN codes. So npm through npm library, okay, we can easily install this Truffle suite, this Solidity. We can easily create smart contract, but instead of deploying over here in the main network for testing purpose, we will use Ganache. Okay, so what Ganache is doing, Ganache is giving you 100 free accounts, correct, and 100 ethers. I can't remember 100 or 10, but yes, 100 ethers. Ethers is basically the token in Ethereum that you want to make a transaction. You have to pay the gas fees through these tokens only. Okay, and these ethers, like small value, like the smallest one is called WEI, wait, okay, so you through this you have to pay the gas fees. But now just think, if you are installing Ganache in your local machine, okay, it will give you all the flavors of Ethereum mainnet. Then you can test everything in your local. Then once that is sorted out, okay, and you know, like, yes, you are now confident everything is working condition, then finally you deploy this to the Ethereum main network. Now again another question can come, how I can actually going to deploy in Ethereum main network, right? So for that you can use Infura. Okay, Infura, just check Infura, there is a website, correct? Or you can use Alchemy. Okay, Alchemy API. Okay, this is another website. So through this you can easily deploy, okay, over there. Or you can easily use Remix IDE, that is also online IDE for Solidity programming for smart contract and deployment in Ethereum. Okay, so using this you can easily deploy to the Ethereum blockchain all those smart contracts, correct? And apart from that, you can access that mainnet, Ethereum mainnet, through these tools API, correct? Because what they are using JSON RPC, remote procedure call. JSON we all know, correct? JS based object notation. So this is just something like a normal data, okay, what we are storing in our MongoDB database, or any API is giving you this kind of data. So this will be very easy because they are managing and maintaining on behalf of you, and that is free. Again, this is free. Up to certain level this is free. After that, if you are going for a premium things, obviously that will be chargeable, but yes, you can easily integrate that. Now in the smart contract, whatever the function you wrote, okay, whatever the data structure you created to store your data, everything you can access through these APIs directly. Cool. Now just think, so this is all about the roadmap of development. Maybe this is you are thinking bit complex. Again, you check the video. Okay, still if you have any doubt, you can comment it out over here. But apart from that, okay, let me jump. As I committed, we will going to discuss about NFT apart from blockchain. So what is NFT? Let me write it out like this way. Non-fungible or fungible, whatever, fungible token. So this is that NF, this is the T. What is that? What is the meaning of this? Just think, like, when I'm creating this video, okay, so this point of time, if in YouTube there is no other video, this is the first video I am creating in the YouTube, correct? And after 10 years, I am saying I created this video 10 years ago, and this is the first video in YouTube. You will going to watch or not? Definitely that craze, it will come from your inside only, correct? Like, yes, I have to see, like, what is there. Maybe you guys can see me, so let me turn on my video once. So that craze you require, correct? Like, it will actually push you to go and check, like what is that first video he created over there? Who is that first owner of any YouTube channel? So that craze is actually making this NFT too much famous. Okay, now let's deep down and check how, basically. So what is happening over here? Whenever anyone is purchasing any digital thing, any digital art, music, videos, or blah blah blah, etc. Correct? Digital things. And that thing is totally unique. Totally unique. Like there is a no, duplicate things are there. Totally unique. And that is registered to your name. Means you are the owner of that thing. Correct? Then that flavor or NFT is there. Means non-fungible means basically uniqueness, and you are the owner. And token stand for basically you are tokenizing that one in a blockchain network. In blockchain network, we all know that is immutable. Correct? So you can't change. Now think about those case studies. Correct? About property, healthcare, YouTube's, okay, your videos, maybe your project, maybe your research, everything. If that is in digital, you can create in NFT. That one. Now maybe you are thinking that's okay. I'm the owner. No one will going to duplicate because that uniqueness or hash, okay, in that SHA-256 format, that hash is created for me. Everything is okay. But what's the benefit? Benefit is that when you are creating any art, okay, or music or video, people are there for buy those digital properties. Okay, now you think you are selling that thing in $500. Just take an example. You sell this digital art from A to B in $500. Correct? So who is owning this? B, because A created this. Correct? A created, but A not owning this. A is selling, and B is the owner, first owner. Now when B will going to sell this again to C, correct? So what is going to happen? Obviously maybe $500 or $600 or $700 is totally up to him. He can sell. On top of that 10% royalty, correct, in every sale he will going to get. Means if C is further selling this to D maybe in $1,000, then also B will going to get 10%. Previously he got 10%. For D again he will get 10% royalty. Now C will get 10% royalty only, but B will get 20% royalty for that. Correct? Now both are smart contracts. That previous those kind of transaction, that is also smart contract. NFT, we can create another kind of smart contract, and both you can deploy in same network, that is Ethereum network. Now the biggest question for this now the biggest question you can ask, I got the point, okay, whatever the thing Abhishek you already said over here, or you actually teaches us. Now the point is that a bubble? What is bubble? Means is it a fake or scam kind of thing? Like we are purchasing, but yes, there is a nothing to say profit will be there in future, or this is just like a hype kind of things. So if you ask me, I'm going to say no. I will going to create very soon another video on metaverse, correct? And when I will going to showcase you like what is metaverse. Okay, then we're going to understand what is happening right now. I'm just giving you right now a small example. I found few websites is right now only available in Web 3.0 in Ethereum blockchain. So they are selling our physical world in terms of digital world. They are selling the whole world. Okay, this map. So you can purchase land over there. Like if this is the land structure, suppose there is this, maybe just think like this is the land. So this is A, B, C, correct? So this kind of land you saw, correct, in our Google map or something. So this land you can purchase with giving some Ethereum. And if you are purchasing this land, on top of this you can create, okay, your own program. Okay, through that program you can create your own home or bar or restaurant, whatever you want, because this is your land. Okay, maybe you know like some highway is going on, correct, beside of this, and if you are purchasing this land, so obviously that is profitable in normal world only, physical world. So why not over here? So in metaverse you can purchase this, correct, like this way, and you can create. Now just think, whatever the art or music or video you purchase in NFT, that digital thing you can place in your property. Correct? Means change the scenario. Means you purchased maybe a Mona Lisa picture, okay, and that's a huge cost. Where you will going to showcase? Obviously, there where everyone focus will be there, because that's a biggest achievement if you can purchase, because it's too much costly. $1 billion is required. The same thing, NFT, whoever is purchasing right now in that metaverse world, they will going to showcase in their wall, okay, as an interior decorator, those NFT. Now that you can give as a charity also. Now in that charity, what will going to happen? Whatever the money you spent to purchase that NFT, suppose you are donating, so that's when you are saving your tax as well. Think, this is to be our next world, okay, this metaverse concept. But yes, until and unless you know about how blockchain work, our industry work, this metaverse will be a whole puzzle. But again, we discussed today about Web 1.0, 2.0, what is the difference between Web 3.0, what problem Web 3.0 is resolving right now, correct, how blockchain network work, how those data is stored and secure. If you want to be a blockchain developer, then for what Web 2.0, what are those things you have to learn. Then for Web 3.0, what are those things you have to learn, how it basically work. For development purpose, like this Truffle, Ganache, correct, for those API connectivity with mainnet, Infura, Alchemy, correct, for ID, Remix ID you can use, or you can use normal VS Code, that's the famous one, that also you can use. Then again you have to install that plugin for this Solidity, okay, that you can do. Then we discuss about that NFT, what is non-fungible, like that there is no duplication, that is uniqueness, you are the owner, okay. Then with that thing we are tokenizing that whole digital asset, okay, and we are storing in our blockchain platform through SHA-256, and that how you are getting those royalty that we already discussed, and those everything with 2.0, 3.0, NFT, how it will going to affect that metaverse world, That's also we just touched, but yes, another video will going to come in the next week. So over there we will going to discuss. So thank you guys. So keep in touch with us. Now again I'm saying this wave 2.0, okay, this thing we okay, let me show you our website, then we will understand. So this is our website, consolelog.org.in. okay, what we are doing, we are basically resolving, correct, the biggest issue in the India or all over the world, that is educational gap. And trust me, future is all about innovation and technology. Last 10 years ago also, or 15 years ago, you can't even imagine our mobile or this kind of platform or something like that, but still this is there. Whoever changed, they are already reached a certain position. Now maximum internet is free, so you can easily leverage for your education. That's what we are trying to resolve. This 80% unemployment in India, we are actually not running behind the money, we are only running behind the success of each and every unemployment should get some job and be a employee, okay, or start their own entrepreneurship, okay. So for that only, and like you can check our mission and vision, everything is here, correct, because this demand and supply we already saw, like the companies are asking for their employee like anything they are searching, but that skill is not here, specifically in Kolkata. And Kolkata is so dominating, like if you are comparing to Delhi, Bangalore, Pune, over there, our talent only actually going over there, their talent is not coming over here. But I am not differentiating that, like Kolkata, Bangalore, Delhi. I am in Kolkata and I am in that mission, you can say, like so that we can create a good amount of employment over here. Then the curriculum, obviously that we have to change, lack of practicality, because all those courses, mainly those courses, those are basically your college or somewhere, mainly theoretical, not practical. Then CV, whenever you are writing any CV, I already created some videos in my channel only. Sorry, so you can check how improper CV can reject within 30 seconds, maybe less than that, because from my last almost 13 years of experience in this industry, I am saying less than 30 seconds your all the efforts can reject it. So CV is your first impression, so how you need to create. So these 4 points we are actually helping you, correct, like you can see over here, mock interview, that we will going to prepare your GitHub portfolio. Like if you are a developer or engineer, correct, your GitHub portfolio means a lot. Then your CV preparation, salary negotiation, we have a very good alumni where people are actually getting like 24 lakhs, 28 lakhs, 32 lakhs per annum, okay, after completing our courses from there. So those, like we will create that community, correct. In that community you will be the part, you can discuss with them, they will check your profile, they will mentor you. So that thing is there. LinkedIn, everyone know how much famous for this professional networking, that we will going to help how you need to maintain your LinkedIn profile. And this is not like something we are saying we already proved this thing last whole year. We created multiple employed resources. Some of them already started their own business. So what are those courses basically we are offering right now? This is the course where the job assistance is there. You can say job guarantee, like if you are doing JavaScript Ninja, MERN stack, Agile, okay, these 3 together, that's a full stack engineer course, correct. The 12 months, 1 year program, 3,000 per month if you are paying within this February. So you can check it out. You can do individually also everything, correct? Here the blockchain course is also there, but again I'm saying do not jump blockchain without learning this JavaScript and MERN. Okay, if you are thinking you will do that, you can, then you can only focus on blockchain related things like Metamask. See over here also we mentioned Metamask, Chrome extension, Solidity, smart contract, Truffle, test framework, Ganache, okay, node emulator, GitHub pages, VS Code, Rings BTS network. So that's cool, you will going to learn. But if you want to create your own blockchain platform, correct, so then you have to learn this one, because without Web 2.0, Web 3.0 is nothing, correct? And if you are thinking like if you are not familiar with programming, okay, maybe in any sort of other platform you are there, you can come and join with us with this product manager things. Okay, so this is also a job assistance will be there for this, because this is again 10 months program. Why we are not giving you the job assistance for 4 months, 5 months? We will help to, so that you can actually crack the interview. Until unless you're cracking the interview, whole life we will going to help you. If you have any question, we will mentor you. But why we are saying, like, if you are doing JavaScript, MERN, Agile, we will help 100%. If you are doing product manager, totally we will help, because we know in a company when you are going for an interview, if you know JavaScript, MERN and Agile, no company will going to going to say you, okay, you know this is not the enough things. We know, we already there in the market, so that's why we are pushing you. Do together this program. Trust me, it will give you 200% boost. Same thing for product manager. Product manager means you no need to know coding or about the software. If you have that passion, if you check multiple software, how they work, if you want to give some solution for a problem which is actually going to help the market, go for that. Because I am also a product manager, so I know, because I also previously a developer, then I actually changed to team leader, then the project manager. As a technical project manager, I learned multiple things over there. Then I shifted to my growth and that part of product manager, and then I'm saying this, go for that. There is no issue. There is nothing like for a product manager you have to know coding skill. So that's all, guys, about today. Nothing else. This is our main motto, what you can see right now. Be your best version. And we are ConsoleLog. We are education as a service, not SaaS like software as a service. We are education as a service, and we are in that mission how we can actually make your best version. So go and visit our website. If you have any question, correct, there is a mail ID, you can drop your mail, or you can check this description over there. My phone number is also there. You can any point of time, anytime you can WhatsApp me in that number, in your any query. I'm bound to resolve that. Okay, and again I'm saying, whoever right now today is confirming that you are actually going for this course, okay, or maybe tomorrow, let's make it today and tomorrow, then on top of that also I will going to give you 10% discount. Okay, take care, guys.